Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the February meeting of the Rensselaer County Legislature. I'm Vice Chair Kelly Hoffman. Our Chairman, Mike Stammel, is actually away tonight, and so he sends his regrets that he's not going to be with us tonight. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 6:06 p.m. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Ashby?
Here.
Mr. Bailey?
Here.
Mr. Bendet?
Here.
Mr. Burns?
Present.
Mr. Casal?
Here.
Ms. Doran?
Present.
Mr. Fiacco?
Here.
Mr. Fleming?
Here.
Mr. Grant?
Here.
Mr. Grimm?
Here.
Mr. Harrington? Ms. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Loveridge?
Here.
Mr. Manning?
Here.
Mr. Patiri?
Here.
Mr. Tessman?
Here.
Ms. Sullivan-Tita?
Here.
Mr. Wysocki?
Here.
Chairman Stammel? There are 17 present and 2 absent.
Invocation, please, Mr. Grant.
May the work of this county legislature give life to the dreams of rescuing the poor, the unemployed, and those within our country whose lives are shattered by the trials of this time.
Amen.
Amen. Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Grimm.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Chair, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the regular meeting of January 9th, 2018, and approve the minutes as printed.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Presentation of petitions.
On file?
Presentation of communications.
On file?
Reports of commissions.
On file?
Departmental reports.
On file?
Reports of standing committees.
On file?
Local laws.
There are 3 introductory tonight.
Okay, we'll go right into the index. P 4218.
P 4218, resolution commending Police Chief John Tedesco for his distinguished service to the Troy Police Department, introduced by legislators Manning, Grimm, Burns, Doran, Fleming, Sullivan-Tita, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4318.
P 4318, resolution recognizing February 2018 as African American History Month in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Stammel and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4418.
P 4418, resolution recognizing March 18th through the 24th, 2018 as National Agricultural Week, introduced by legislators Harrington, Wysocki, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4518.
P 4518, resolution recognizing March 2018 as American Red Cross Month, introduced by legislators Stammel and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4618.
P 4618, resolution recognizing March as Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Stammel and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4718.
P 4718, resolution recognizing February 2018 as American Heart Month, introduced by legislators Stammel and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4818.
P 4818, resolution recognizing Cornell Cooperative Extension of Rensselaer County for their contributions during National Nutrition Month in Rensselaer County and designating the month of March 2018 as National Nutrition Month in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Harrington, Wysocki, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 4918.
P 4918, resolution recognizing March 11th through the 17th, 2018 as Sunshine Week in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Grimm, Manning, Burns, Doran, Fleming, Sullivan-Tita, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
P 5018 was withdrawn by sponsor. P5118.
P5118, resolution appointing members to the Rensselaer County Environmental Management Council, introduced by legislator
All
Stanley.
those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
P5218.
P5218, as amended in special rules, resolution appointing members to the Rensselaer County Sewer Board, District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
P5318.
P5318, resolution appointing a representative to the Albany County Airport Authority Regional Advisory Board, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Manny.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
P5418.
P5418, resolution requesting the New York State Department of Transportation to release maintenance jurisdiction over a parcel along Troy Road, New York State Route 4, and authorizing its transfer thereafter, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
P5518.
G5518,
I'm
resolution.
sorry, G5518. Thanks, Phil.
G5518, resolution declaring certain real property no longer necessary for public use and authorizing the county to sell same. Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming. This is going to be a roll call vote.
Call the roll.
Mr. Ashby.
Yes.
Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Mr. Bendet.
Yes.
Mr. Burns. Mr. Cassell.
Yes.
Ms. Doran. Mr. Fiacco.
Yes.
Mr. Fleming.
Yes.
Mr. Grant. Mr. Grimm.
Yes.
Mr. Harrington. Ms. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Leverage.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Patieri.
Yes.
Mr. Testman.
Yes.
Ms. Sullivan Tita. Mr. Wysocki.
Yes.
And Chairman Stammel is not present. That's 17-0.
G5618.
G5618, resolution confirming appointment of James R. Gordon as Director of Central Services, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Manny.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes. Oh. 3 noes. So that's 14-3.
G5718.
G5718, resolution amending the contract expiration date for the 2017 Domestic Violence Legislative Grant Award, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Manny.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G5818.
G5818, resolution authorizing extension of a contract for financial advisory services, Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Stammel, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G5918.
G5918, resolution authorizing contracts with Berkshire Farm Center and Services for Youth, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Bendet, Testman, Sullivan, Tita.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6018.
G6018, resolution authorizing the amendment of the 2017 and 2018 agreements for respite services with St. Catherine Center for Children, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Bendet, Testman, Sullivan, Tita.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6118.
G6118, resolution authorizing and directing the Rensselaer County Chief Fiscal Officer to correct the 2018 tax rolls for the town of Petersburg, Bureau of Tax Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Stammel, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6218.
G6218, resolution authorizing an extension of a commercial real estate broker listing agreement to assist with the sale of commercial property, Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Leverage, Stammel, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6318.
G6318, resolution authorizing a contract with Health Direct Institutional Pharmacy Services, Inc. for pharmaceutical services, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Bendet, Testman, and Sullivan, Tita.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6418.
G6418, resolution authorizing payment of claims to Matthew P. Foley Esquire as court-appointed Special District Attorney, County Attorney, introduced by Legislator Testman, Grant, and Manning.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6518.
G6518, resolution authorizing the modification of contracts for personal care services, Unified Family Services, Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bailey, Casal, and Fleming.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6618.
G6618, resolution authorizing contracts for caregiver respite services, Unified Family Services, Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bailey, Casal, and Fleming.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6718.
G6718, resolution authorizing contracts to provide personal care services under the expanded in-home services for the elderly program, Unified Family Services, Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bailey, Casal, and Fleming.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6818.
G6818, resolution authorizing the purchase of a passenger van, Unified Family Services, Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bailey, Casal, and Fleming.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G6918.
G6918, resolution authorizing a contract for the purchase of bread and baked goods, Unified Family Services, Department of Aging, and Sheriff Department, Rensselaer County Jail, Bureau of Central Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Stammel, and Grimm.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7018.
G7018, resolution amending the total amount of vendor contracts for medical examiner program, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bendet, Casal, and Doran.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7118.
G7118, resolution amending the amount of a contract with Albany Medical Center Hospital, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bendet, Casal, and Doran.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7218.
G7218, resolution amending the 2017 and 2018 Rensselaer County adopted budget for public safety grants, Bureau of Public Safety, the Bureau of Research and Information Services, and the Department of Health, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Manning.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7318.
G7318, resolution amending the 2017 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Bureau of Public Safety, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Manning.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7418.
G7418, resolution authorizing the purchase of telecommunications infrastructure and circuitry from the New York State Office of Information Technology Services, Bureau of Research and Information Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Stammel, and Grimm.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7518.
G7518, resolution authorizing an agreement with Capital District Child Care Coordinating Council, Inc., Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Bendet, Testman, Sullivan, Tita.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7618.
G7618, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7718.
G7718, resolution authorizing a sewer rental agreement with the City of Troy, Rensselaer County Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7818.
G7818, resolution authorizing snowmobile trail grant agreements and amending the 2018 adopted Rensselaer County budget, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Sullivan, Tita, Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G7918. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is certainly a grave topic, a lot of news and certainly a serious topic across the country and certainly in our community, our county. I just hope, we're appointing a personnel that's going to be paid, and I hope that we do a thorough search and get someone who is educated and after this, and we don't, just grab someone off the street or, I just hope we get the proper person for this. I'm voting in favor of it because I can see the need for this position, but I don't want it to be, I want it to be a position that takes care of the problem and doesn't, that's enough. Thanks for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8018.
G8018, resolution amending the 2017 and 2018 adopted Rensselaer County budgets, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8118.
G8118, resolution amending the adopted 2017 and 2018 Rensselaer County budgets, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8218.
G8218, resolution amending the adopted 2017 and 2018 Rensselaer County budgets, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8318.
G8318, resolution authorizing the establishment of the Joint County Government Parking Review Committee, Central Services, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Manny.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8418.
G8418, resolution authorizing the establishment of the Joint Purchasing Review Committee, Central Services, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Manny.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8518.
G8518, resolution authorizing the approval of a successor agreement with the Hudson Valley Community College Department Chairpersons Association for the term September 1st, 2014 through August 31st, 2020, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8618.
G8618, classifying action to undertake a certain project as a Type 2 action not subject to seeker review, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8718.
G8718, bond resolution of the County of Rensselaer, New York, authorizing the issuance of 106,584 serial bonds to finance 50% of the cost of the replacement of cooling towers to undertake by Hudson Valley Community College, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran. This is a roll call vote.
Call the roll.
Mr. Ashby.
Yes.
Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Mr. Bendet.
Yes.
Mr. Burns. Mr. Casal.
Yes.
Ms. Doran. Mr. Fiacco.
Yes.
Mr. Fleming.
Yes.
Mr. Grant.
Aye.
Mr. Grimm.
Yes.
Mr. Harrington is not here. Ms. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Leverage.
Yes.
Mr. Manny.
Yes.
Mr. Patiri.
Yes.
Mr. Testman.
Yes.
Ms. Sullivan Tita. Mr. Wysocki.
Yes.
Chairman Stammel is not here. That's 17-0.
G8818.
G8818, classifying action to undertake a certain project as Type 2 action not subject to seeker review, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
17 ayes.
G8918.
G8918, bond resolution of the County of Rensselaer, New York, authorizing the issuance of $511,000 serial bonds to finance 50% of the cost of certain capital projects, mechanical upgrades to be undertaken by Hudson Valley Community College, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran. This is again a roll call vote.
Call the roll.
Mr. Ashby.
Yes.
Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Mr. Bendet.
Yes.
Mr. Burns. Mr. Casal.
Yes.
Ms. Doran. Mr. Fiacco.
Yes.
Mr. Fleming.
Yes.
Mr. Grant.
Aye.
Mr. Grimm.
Yes.
Mr. Harrington is not here. Ms. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Leverage.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Patiri.
Yes.
Mr. Testman.
Yes.
Ms. Sullivan Tita. Mr. Wysocki.
Yes.
Mr. Stammel is not here. This is again 17-0.
G9018.
G9018, resolution determining that action to approve funding of a certain project for Hudson Valley Community College will not have a significant effect on the environment, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran.
This is another roll call?
Nope, this is a seeker one, not,
Okay.
We should be on G90.
Yeah, okay.
You just called a seeker resolution? That's not on our,
well, this is the one that is not subject to environmental. This is not a bond. This is not a roll call.
but she needs do you want to do 91 first? That was 91 that you're talking.
I'm on G90, resolution determining that action to approve funding of a certain project for Hudson Valley Community College.
The printed index is reversed, just to let you know. So I think you want to do, what we have is G91 first, then do G90.
I think that the seeker has to come before the bond.
Yes, that we're agreeing with you.
Okay,
I
so,
would
so
call
your
G90.
index is incorrect, my vote sheets are correct.
All right.
So if you guys can note that.
Resolution determining action, if you would, please.
So again, G9018 is resolution determining that the action to approve funding of a certain project for Hudson Valley Community College will not have a significant effect on the environment, introduced by legislators
That's not what
Casal,
she's
Grant, and Doran.
That's not what she's reading.
This has to come before the bond.
You just read resolution determining that action to approve funding of a certain project for Hudson Valley Community College will not have a significant effect on the environment?
G90, correct.
We have that as G91 up
Ours is
here.
different.
Your index, I think, is incorrect.
I had it as you,
The paper version is apparently incorrect.
All right, so let's do the secret determination first, that vote?
Yes.
Okay, that's where we are, okay,
Here's the actual resolution.
Yep.
She's right, it's G90.
okay.
So it's just misnumbered on the index. The actual resolution in the materials reads as the classification resolution. So that's a voice
The
vote.
paper version that you guys have is incorrect. The version that you guys are looking at is correct.
on the computers are wrong too.
The
Oh.
computers are on too.
If you actually look at G90, it is the classification resolution, which you do have to do first before your bonding resolution. So I think the chair just...
So are we okay to call a vote on this?
G90.
G90, which is the resolution,
Determining that the action to approve
Yep.
funding of a certain project for Hudson Valley Community College will not have a significant effect on the environment.
and then we'll, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
Then we're going back to this one.
Is your number
Right.
3130?
Yes.
If I may add some clarity to this, in the index, it's wrong,
Correct,
but in the body, it is correct.
right.
Right,
So on the computer, we're wrong and right. Okay.
The actual resolutions are numbered G90, which you guys just passed, and the next one is G91 for the bond of the amount of $3,130,000. All right, so that is G91, and that will be a roll call vote.
okay, that's where we are now. G9118,
Yes, bond resolution of the County of Rensselaer, New York, authorizing the issuance of $3,130,000 serial bonds to finance 50% of the cost of certain capital projects to be undertaken by Hudson Valley Community College, introduced by legislators Casal, Grant, and Doran. This is a roll call vote.
call the roll, please.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bendet?
Yes.
Mr. Burns? Mr. Casal?
Yes.
Ms. Doran?
Yes.
Mr. Fiacco?
Yes.
Mr. Fleming?
Yes.
Mr. Grant?
Aye.
Mr. Grimm? Mr. Harrington? Is not here. Ms. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Leveridge?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Patiri? Mr. Testman?
Yes.
Ms. Sullivan Tita? Mr. Wysocki?
Yes.
Chairman Stammel is not here. This is 17-0.
G9218.
G9218, resolution confirming appointment of Gregory J. DiGiulio as Rensselaer County Records Management Officer, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Manny.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
17 ayes.
That's the end of our endix. Legislator privilege, anyone? Ms. Doran?
Yes, Madam Vice Chairwoman. I'd like to use my legislative privilege. And as we all know, in recent months, women across the country have spoken out publicly about sexual harassment, misconduct, and assault in the government, the press, the entertainment industry, and beyond, leading to a record number of resignations by powerful men who have stepped down or forced to resign in response to allegations. The Me Too movement exposed just how pervasive sexual harassment is in government and the workplace. With that said, I'd like to state for the record that I'm very disappointed that P41, that we sponsored here in the minority, a resolution to form a bipartisan committee to simply review and update Rensselaer County's harassment policies and procedures, which included sexual harassment, didn't get out of the Rules Committee, so that everyone on the floor could vote on this resolution.
Thank you, Ms. Doran. I know Mr. Grimm and Mr. Manny were in those meetings. This was reviewed in committee in detail. Many of the members who were present felt as though this really was something that we should have our Human Resources Department look at initially, in addition to the county executive, to have that start there. I know some of the folks in committee did have some questions about that, and you know, Mr. Grimm actually had said he wished that you were around to be able to answer those questions. So I just wanted to explain that. Thank you.
Madam Chairman, if I may,
Yes.
I would also like to exercise my privilege.
Absolutely. Mr. Grimm?
I too would like to mention that I am a little disappointed that a resolution that we sponsored this month urging the sheriff to withdraw his 287G program application. And I mean, right after our committee meeting the other day, we sat here and listened to many people from the public come out to speak against it. A month ago, we heard from many people that come out to speak against it. Many of the people cried, you know, where's the sheriff? They'd like to talk to him as well as us about this. My greatest disappointment, though, is that it didn't make it to the floor, because I think all of us are hearing from constituents, and I think it's a kind of a full legislature impact that we have. And I would have liked to at least seen it get to the floor to hear, you know, how everyone would have voted on this. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Have a good evening.
Thank you.